आपके अंदर भूख कितनी है to be a big star?
भूख I think बहुत है. I sometimes underplay it.
Are you looking for that big moment?
It was just a whole personal realization and introspection of listen, you're not doing enough and you want to be at a certain place in life, and this is not what will get you there. So just do more.
कितना जरूरी है एक यंगस्टर के अंदर एक सेंस ऑफ फन होना?
It's the most important thing, to have fun in whatever you're doing. I'm doing all of this, and then when I'm going on set, I look like a zombie. I look like I have no life inside me. I look like I have not eaten in days.
आपके लिए कितना important है to be mindful of the fact that one needs to take care of one's mental health?
I think it's the most important. I am a very anxious person. I'm a very jittery person. मैं कॉफी नहीं पीती क्योंकि मैं पागल हो जाती हूँ. मेरे हाथ ऐसे हाथ चलाने लगते हैं.
You have Mahesh Manjrekar साहब in your house. He's someone who's extraordinary when it comes to theatre as well.
Yesterday we were discussing. He's like एक दिन ना से 1 week हम जंगल में जाते, एक शॉर्ट फिल्म शूट करते, तो अपनी सारी एक्टिंग निकालो, जो कर सकते हो करते और वापस आ जाते.
What sort of learning have you had from Salman?
He treated me with so much love, so much care, so much respect, so much kindness that it stuck with me. Listen, if Salman sir, who has everything in the world and is still pushing himself, can do it, what are you? Hi guys, this is Saiee Manjrekar. You're watching Connect Cine with Faridoon. Stay connected.
साई मंजरेकर, वेलकम ऑन कनेक्ट सिने. कैसी हैं आप?
थैंक यू, मैं बहुत अच्छी हूँ. आप कैसे हो? काफ़ी साल हो गए आपसे मिले हुए.
हाँ जी, काफ़ी टाइम हो गया, लेकिन हम आपका काम कॉन्स्टेंटली देख रहे हैं एंड आई थिंक यू मेकिंग अ फैंटास्टिक प्रोग्रेस. सो पहले तो अगर हम आपको मुबारकबाद देना चाहेंगे कुछ खट्टा हो जाए के लिए, जो इसका एक प्रोग्रेसिव थीम है कि इट्स अ फिल्म मेड फ्रॉम अ वुमेन्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, वो कितना क्रूशल था आपके लिए पिक्चर को साइन करने के लिए?
I think वो बहुत crucial था क्योंकि women empowerment is something that I and every woman I think feels very strongly about, and to be able to be the voice for many women out there in any way possible, कि छोटी बड़ी in whatever way I can be the voice for people. I would like to do that, and when I got this platform and this opportunity, I jumped on it. I was like, मुझे ये करना ही है.
Alright, and गुरु के साथ में आपका जो आई थिंक एक बहुत ही ईजी से केमिस्ट्री है, वो कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कि आपका जो को स्टार है ही इज इजी टू गेट अलोंग विद?
I think it's important is that it just makes things so much more natural and easy going on set, because Guru and I clicked on the first day only. हम दोस्त बन गए थे. हम इनफैक्ट उससे पहले दबैंग टूर पे एक बार मिल चुके थे, बट वेरी ब्रीफली. फिर उसके बाद वी क्लिक्ड इमीडिएटली. फर्स्ट डे हमारा रिहर्सल्स था एंड वी इमीडिएटली क्लिक्ड. और तब से हम लाइक वी एक्टेड लाइक वी न्यू ईच अदर फॉर इयर्स. वी बिकम लाइक बेस्ट पैल्स. और हम गेम्स खेलते थे एंड इट वाज जस्ट इजी एनर्जी वेयरइन मुझे लगता था कि मैं अपने दोस्त के साथ ही चिल कर रही हूँ. सो आई थिंक दैट ट्रांसलेटेड ऑन टू स्क्रीन सो मच बेटर because there was no awkwardness, no drama, no nothing, no fancies between us at all. We were just friends having fun.
जब एक आप फॉर एग्जांपल एज एन एक्ट्रेस, फॉर एग्जांपल जब आप एक आईएएस ऑफिसर को आप प्ले करती हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली उसमें एक आईएएस ऑफिसर के लिए अगर आप तैयारी कर रहे हैं, सो यू हैव टू कम अक्रॉस एज समवन हु इज यू नो ही वाज एक्सट्रीमली वेल रेड, और एक बहुत ही एनालिटिकल स्किल्स चाहिए, और इट हैज टू बी समथिंग एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी. तो एक ऐसे किरदार के लिए तैयारी करने आपकी तैयारी किस तरीके की थी आपकी?
ईरा चावला जो कैरेक्टर है, वो जब मुझे पहली बार सुनाया गया था, it was this strong-headed woman who will fight the world for her dream. और उसका ड्रीम जो है वो उसके बाबूजी ने देखा था, उसके पापा ने देखा था उसके लिए, और after he passes away she keeps fighting for that dream. And when I heard that, I realized that when red is important, yes. I thought, being very smart, very street smart, fast is important. But I thought the most important part of this was where she was coming from and why she was so passionate about that dream. It was because her father had passed away and both of them had seen that dream together for her. And That's what she was living. She was living that dream for as long as she can remember, क्योंकि वो अपने पापा की यादों में वो ड्रीम पूरा कर रही थी for him. And I feel like that emotional connect is what just drew me to the character even more. And that is what I kept in mind every time I was doing a scene and I was feeling like, हाँ चलो ये हो ही जाएगा. I was like, no, this is where she's coming from. This is the reason she's so passionate about this. She's not just someone who wants to become an IAS. She's not someone who's just ambitious. She's ambitious because there's a certain kind of emotional attachment there. And I feel like that was very important.
आपके पिताजी का आपके लिए क्या क्या ख्वाब है?
Sweet. आई थिंक उनका यही ख्वाब है कि मैं एक अच्छी एक्ट्रेस की तौर पर ना मानी लाइक हिंदी बोल रही एक सेकंड पहले कैसे बोलते हैं
नाम कमाऊं.
नाम कमाओ मानी जवाहर सिंह सॉरी his dream is कि people see me as a good actress and not make goof ups like I did right now.
ओके. आपको जो अब तक सबसे ज़्यादा कामयाबी मिली है वो कुछ हद तक अगर कहें तो तेलुगु फिल्म्स में आपको बहुत रिकग्नाइज किया गया है.
Yeah.
स्पेशली मेजर की अगर बात करें तो मेजर हैज डन एक्सट्रीमली वेल as far as
Yeah.
you as an actor is concerned. Do you feel that that there lot more is still to come from Saiee Manjrekar? आपके अंदर भूख कितनी है to be a big star and to be recognized as a big actress?
Wow, no one asked me this question before. भूख I think बहुत है. I sometimes underplay it because I feel like if I overplay it then I'm giving away too much and फिर लोग देखेंगे फिर नज़र लगेगी. I'm very weird like that. But मैं बहुत underplay करती हूँ लेकिन है बहुत. मुझे जब से मैंने एक्ट्रेस बनने का सपना देखा है I have thought that I want the world to know me as a good actress and also as somebody who how I felt about actresses growing up. I used to idolize them. वो कुछ कपड़े पहनते थे मैं पहन लेती थी. अगर वो एक certain तरीके से मेकअप करते थे मैं बैठ के कॉपी करती थी. I think to have that influence and to have that just that influence on people is so nice. And adding to that, I feel like when you get to explore your craft, I feel like the more successful you get, the more varied kind of roles you get. You get more opportunities to explore your craft. और मुझे लगता है कि वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ के लिए बहुत हंग्री हूँ कि ऐसी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आ जाए जो मुझे कंफर्ट जोन की कहीं पे तो दूर बाहर पुश कर दे और मैं कर दिखाऊँ. एंड आई फील लाइक दोज अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ऑल्सो फ्रीक्वेंसी इंक्रीज हो जाती है वंस आई एम मोर सक्सेसफुल. And I think that is what keeps me going, that opportunities keep book and that book of when I step out people are going to be like that's Saiee, she's such a good actress. I feel like all of that combined is just something so exciting. And I remember the Bang tour when I got on stage, I feel like that whole aura and that noise is just so inspiring and motivating. So I feel like that just keeps me going and makes me want to do better every day.
No, I think you were there in Riyadh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a 40,000 crowd, and you were very confident.
Yeah, that was insane. I was shaking in the beginning, and then I went on there, and there was just like too many lights. So I was like, you know what, Sai? Imagine this is your living room. These are your uncles and aunties, and just dance.
No, I think you were very confident. And that stage was not easy. I was right in like there on stage, and it was a crazy, I think, crowd, and it's not easy at all for that matter. Okay, so अगर मैं आपकी पहली फिल्म से मैं आपके सफर को मैं देख रहा हूँ, what I personally feel, what I personally have been observing is that you clearly have been working very hard in terms of transforming yourself, be it the amount of work that you're doing in the gym, for example, even in terms of it's very apparent that you take care of your diet, and your dancing has been getting better with each passing day, and there is something about your dancing which I feel is waiting to explode. So I think there is a very fine transition that you're undergoing. are you looking for that big moment that really um, makes people realize what you're made of?
I think so, yeah. But I also feel like this transition that you're talking about, me as a person, I know it's like I don't regret anything, obviously, but I would have loved to have that a little bit earlier in life, probably, because I've realized that many people, what you're seeing right now, working on themselves and getting better at dance and going to the gym and eating well and all that, they do that before they kind of come into the industry and are always in the public eye. I feel like with me, I was in school. I did dabang, and in the middle I had a lockdown, and then I started working again. So I didn't realize how important it was to work on myself. I mean, I did do a bunch of acting classes before dabang, and I used to train with Saroj Master G, and but that was about it. And for those 8 months, it was all in, and then work took over. And I feel like this sort of transition I would have liked to have before I started doing films, but I'm so glad that I've gotten the opportunity now, and I feel like I want to give it my all. I will hit the gym for 10 hours a day if you have to. I will go dance classes every day if you have to, but I just need to get to my best. I feel like that is what I was feeling, because I felt like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing a film, I'm doing these shoots in the day or whatever, but am I looking my best? Am I feeling my best? Am I giving my all? Am I doing my best? And I realized that I wasn't. I was just going with the flow, and I realized that I wasn't working hard enough. Um, and it wasn't fair to be at a place where a lot of people would love to be and to not work hard enough to keep it or even grow from there. So I think that whole transition, as you say, it didn't come from a place of, oh, I want to change this about myself, and um there's something that I want people to see. It was just, I think, a more personal thing where I was like, I need to do better. Then I feel like people automatically started seeing it, with that's with God's grace. But it was just a whole personal realization and introspection of, listen, you're not doing enough, and you want to be at a certain place in life, and this is not what will get you there. So just do more. And this whole transition came from that.
ओके, देखिए मैं आपको बहुत ही ईमानदारी से मैं आपको एक बात मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ। देखिए, मैंने पर्सनली बहुत से एक्टर्स एक्ट्रेसेस को मैंने देखा है, और एक एक अंदाज़ा एक हो जाता है कि किसने किसने दम है, किसने दम नहीं है, कौन मेहनत कर रहा है, कौन मेहनत नहीं कर रहा है, किसने कैसे स्टार्ट किया है, उसके बाद फिर उसकी जर्नी किस तरीके की रही। मुझे लगता है कि आई थिंक आपकी पहली फिल्म में ही आपकी आपकी जो एक्टिंग के एक जो जो एक स्पार्क था वो नज़र आया था, और उसके बाद जिस तरीके से आपने ट्रांजिशन किया है वो इम्प्रेसिव है। बहुत से बड़े एक्टर्स जो हैं, कई बार उनको बहुत बहुत साल लगे हैं बिफोर दे हैव फाइनली फाउंड देयर ग्रूव। एक यू बीइंग अ यंगस्टर, यू स्टार्टेड वेरी वेरी अर्ली। कितना ज़रूरी है एक यंगस्टर के अंदर एक सेंस ऑफ फन होना, to enjoy life to the fullness as well, and maybe hard work is definitely important, but maybe not get too carried away, so that not to enjoy life in general.
I think I'll talk from personal experience and share something that actually happened.
Okay.
First of all, I think it's the most important thing to have fun in whatever you're doing. And if
Okay.
you're a young person, old person, it's just, if you're not having fun, what's the point?
Okay.
So there was this point in my life, मैं जब पूरी रूटीन में घुस गई थी, मैं किसी से मिल नहीं रही थी, मैं दोस्तों से नहीं मिल रही थी, मैं सिर्फ मतलब सुबह उठ के ये कर रही थी, फिर ये क्लास, फिर वो क्लास, फिर आके सोना, फिर वापस स्टार्टिंग. And I realized that I'm doing all of this, and then when I'm going on set, I look like a zombie.
Yeah.
I look like I have no life inside me. I look like I have not eaten in days. I look like I've not slept in years. And I was not understanding what's happening. Okay, I said I'm sleeping for 9 hours every day. I am eating well. I'm eating like my certain amount of calories. मैं सब खा रही हूँ, तो problem क्या है? And I just realized that I wasn't going out in the sun enough, first of all. And I wasn't meeting my friends, or I wasn't even having fun in what I do, and made it so strict and so routinely and so monotonous that at that point I was like, मुझे मजा नहीं आ रहा है, मैं कर रही हूँ क्योंकि मुझे करना है. So I think then I tweaked it a bit and I was like, let me try. So I changed my gym at that point. मैं अभी जो जिम में जाती हूँ बहुत मजे करते हैं. We do body training and we play all the old 90s Bollywood songs, and it's just such a gala time we have while training. So I think to find even the small moments of fun, even in your routine, maybe tweak it a bit to see what works for you and what doesn't. What works for me was every weekend, then मेरे दोस्त घर पे आ जाते हैं, we do dinner at home. हम ये cards खेलते हैं, not we don't gamble, we play Uno and stuff, but हम cards खेलते हैं बाहर बैठ के. So I think these small moments from life that you can borrow and just keep with you, they become a part of your core memories, the person that you are. And I feel like once you are that person, it just translates so much better when you're working, you're having so much more fun. Now my team is also like, सही पागल हो गई है. हमेशा बोलते हैं सही पागल हो गई है. Because I'm always laughing, I'm always doing like 100 things, I'm jumping around, bouncing off walls, I have that new energy, and I'm just so happy that I have that right now. Because I'd lost that in the middle and become like this one somber, serious person. And I wasn't that. So now that I'm back to my childlike self, फिर लोग कुछ भी बोले, सही बच्चे जैसे बर्ताव करती है करने दो, सही पागल हो गए होने दो, then I don't care, then I'm just having fun.
जैसे आपने जिक्र किया ट्रांजिशन के बारे में, जिक्र किया आपने, एंड आपने कहा सीरियसनेस आ गई थी. पैंडेमिक का आपने जिक्र किया. पैंडेमिक पे हमने देखा दैट स्पेशली फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के साथ में जिस तरीके से जो काफ़ी सामने आए, आई थिंक एलिमेंट सामने आए, स्पेशली इसमें मेंटल हेल्थ पे एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन हुआ. आपके लिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है टू बी माइंडफुल ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट one needs to take care of one's mental health, one needs to have relationships beyond work, and to just have certain meaningful purpose in life other than being very work oriented?
I think it's the most important. I don't know how to say this without coming off over smart, but for me that was never a conscious decision. That's just the kind of person I am. I feel like मैं अपने काम को अपनी जिंदगी कभी नहीं बना पाई. It's not my entire life. My being is not my work. My being is who I am as a person outside of work. I think work is an extension of who I am, but not me. I don't know how to explain it. So I feel like from day one, मैं बड़ी हुई पापा को देखते देखते. So I've seen how he treats his work, and even though he's a workaholic, he needs to work 24/7. I know that the person that he is outside of work, the person that he is at home, is a completely different person. The person that he is with his group of friends or his family is a completely different person, and whatever happens out there, it will never affect anything that's in here.
Wow.
And I feel like that is a learning that I've gotten since a very young age, because his career has also been up and down quite a bit. But we've never felt that at home.
Right.
Whatever has been happening outside, at home it's always been the same. Or when we've gone to a relative's house, it's always been the same. So I think that has been instilled in me from a very young age कि बेटा काम घर के बाहर छोड़ के आओ और घर के अंदर रख के जाओ. So even when you're going to work, don't think about घर पे क्या हो रहा है. Then you're at work and you're focused and that's all you think about. And जब आप घर आते हो तो काम के सारे टेंशन बाहर छोड़ के आओ. I feel like that is a boundary that we've drawn in this house for years, and it's been really helpful. That being said, I feel like, again, as you said, mental health in the industry, I feel like there'll always be things that'll take a toll on you. I feel like nobody in this world who acts and is in the public eye has not had a bout of anxiety at least once. Because I am a very anxious person. I'm a very jittery person. मैं कॉफी नहीं पीती क्योंकि मैं पागल हो जाती हूँ, मेरे हाथ ऐसे हिलाने लगते हैं. तो anxiety is something that I've been dealing with since a very young age, though. Like, since school, I used to get anxious, and I didn't understand what was happening at that point. I feel like now, um, even though it's scary, that feeling, like before going on stage or before giving a shot or even going on a red carpet event or giving this interview for that matter, I get very anxious. But I feel like um the most important thing for me, and you know everyone can't do that, but I have learned to channel that anxiety in a certain way. I've learned to turn that into fuel and just help me be more myself. Like I don't know if you remember the first interview we did. I was just like this like coy, shy child. And
Mhm.
I came back home and I was like, that's not me. So my anxiety had fueled into becoming like this somber person and shy person. And now it's made me a little bit more myself, where I can just like say anything and be anyway and not be shy and just be fun. So I feel like that anxiety, I kind of every time I feel that, I just channel it into something, or then I need to start jumping around. It's just I have a very weird way of dealing with how I feel. Most of it comes from acting like a child. I feel like the second I start acting like a child and doing what I feel like and having fun, I'll just calm down. I'll probably just call a friend and be like, listen, I'm feeling this way. And then we just start making jokes and we'll feel fine. So I feel like humor is what helps me the most. Um, Now, I've never been to therapy or spoken to anyone during like that, because there's been no life altering change in my life that I probably need to talk about, but I have so many people to talk about. So I feel like mental health is so important, but it's also very personal. Everyone probably knows how to deal with it best. For some people, for some friends of mine, they go to therapy every week, and it really helps them. Talking to somebody about it who can give you advice and give you um tell you what to do basically. But with me, I just get a little awkward while talking to somebody I probably don't know. And I know they're professional and they know exactly what they're talking about. But for me, I think just to have fun and like laugh it out helps. So I feel like this person to person journey depends on what works best for you. And I've spoken a lot about this. I will just stop now.
No, no, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely okay. And in terms of training, how do you train yourself as an actor? You have Mahesh Manjrekar Saab in your house.
Yes.
He's someone who's extraordinary when it comes to theater as well. So what sort of training do you get to do that hones your talent as an actor?
I think training wise, I think there was this. We all know, like with dad, we do it on and off whenever he has time, whenever he is home. He gave us a scene yesterday. We were discussing. He's like, एक दिन ना से 1 week हम जंगल में जाते, एक शॉर्ट फिल्म शूट करते, तो अपनी सारी एक्टिंग निकालो, जो कर सकते हो करते और वापस आ जाते. Yesterday he was telling me. It was really fun. So he had these ideas, and then he does this like exercise with me and my sister. In the lockdown, he used to do this a lot. He used to give us a scene, a random scene. Maybe it can be like a very intense, emotional declaration of love kind of scene. और बोलते थे कि अभी ये सीन दो बेवड़े कर रहे करके दिखाओ. So like he just has this very quirky way of getting us out of our comfort zones, and he makes us imagine. Like he uses the imagination. Matlab, if he just given us the scene and said do it, we would have done it a certain way. But he kind of just switches things up. He's been okay, now both of y'all are there, but both of y'all are drunkards, and both of y'all are saying this to each other because y'all want alcohol. So now do it. He'll make us cuss, he'll make us abuse sometimes. He'll be like, that's how you open up. Kabhi you need to have that little like jolt of in a scene. Maybe you need to abuse. How will you do it? You can't get shy. So these are the basic like upri things he makes us do. And then he's just giving me one advice in life, which he's given me yesterday. He's given me a week before that. He keeps going through it with me is that, Sai, listen, एक्टिंग सीख के तो आने नहीं वाली, जैसे एक्टिंग सीख के आती ही नहीं है, एक्टिंग सिखाई नहीं जाती. ऑल यू नीड टू लर्न इज रिएक्टिंग. The day you learn to keep your ears open in a scene, you won half the battle. You just listen to what is happening and just react accordingly. अगर आपकी रियल लाइफ में ऐसे हो रहा है, रिएक्शन दोगे ना ऐसे तो खंबे की तरह खड़े हो जाओगे. Instead of me all of this, I was like, yeah, Papa. Like, so then just listen to what is happening around you, understand the scenario, and just react to that situation. वो one half the battle. फिर lines वो सब secondary है फिर. तो I think that वो भी घर में बैठ ही गई है चीज़. तो every time मैं scene में भी हूँ ना, then sometimes I realize that I'm very in focus से मैं सुन रही हूँ बात. Sometimes that also looks funny. I'm just like, so I feel like that is just stuck in my head somewhere. And then on a more like Riaz level, Riaz ke तौर पे, there'll be a scene. I'll just put my phone here, exactly here on landscape mode. I'll pick out a scene and learn it, and I'll just do it. I'll do it 10 times, and I'll keep watching it. I'll send it to 10 people. I'll send it to my mom, I'll send it to my friends, I'll send it to my sister. I'll send it to my manager. I'll be like, ये scene कैसा है बताओ ना please. Then they'll give me विशेष टिप्पणी. And I'll redo the scene. I have this thing of I get this random burst of energy sometimes where I'll sit down, I'll put the camera on, I'll just keep doing scenes. It just, I don't know, it just helps me get stuff out also when I feel like sometimes when I'm not productive or when I'm not working, I'm sitting at home for a day or something, I go mad. I need to get that and pent up energy out, and that's what I do. And I feel like all of that combined to also get experience on a film set. मैं वो कितना भी कर लूँ, मैं कितना भी ट्रेनिंग कर लूँ, मैं कितने भी सीन्स कर लूँ, मैं कितने भी workshops कर लूँ, I feel like at the end of the day that experience that I get in front of the camera with a very sound director, with a whole team being there, and then calling actions, that performance, that experience is just different. That teaches me the most, and I will do whatever to get that feeling.
That's amazing. Okay, and so you've worked with Salman Khan. You've seen him interact with a live audience. Say, for example, in Riyadh, for example, we did an interview in Riyadh with the Shilpa, Sunil. The entire thing was a huge huge group of Salman sirs, huge group of people over there. क्या सीखने को क्या मिलता है आपको जब आपने जब उनके साथ में काम करने के अलावा जब आप उनको देखती हैं रियल लाइफ सिचुएशंस पे, जिस तरीके से वो लोगों के साथ में इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, उनका दिल जीत लेते हैं, and you know, in terms of how he takes care of people, how he can be a very very good host as well. What sort of learning have you had from Salman?
I think from Salman, so I have been learning ever since I've known him. I've been learning from him since the first day I met him, and the way he treated me, a 4-year-old child in a lift, saying hi to him. The way he made me feel so special that day. I still remember something I'll never forget. For me, it was Salman Khan. For him, it was just a sweet little child who was trying to say hi to him. It's fine. But he treated me with so much love, so much care, so much respect, so much kindness that it stuck with me.
Yeah.
I came back and I didn't wash my hands for days. The next time I went to his house with my dad, I remember he knew that I was coming, and I reached and there was a plate of chocolates they came out, and he just gave it to me. And there's really small things that make a big difference, especially when you're a child. And it's Salman Khan doing that. I feel like from that age only I learned that it's important to be kind to everyone. That's the first thing that I learned from him, that no matter who it is, no matter what age, no matter from where they come, it's just important to be a kind person. And also how to kind of leave a mark of yourself for another person. Like मैं घर पे आई, वो chocolates के wrappers लेके आई, वो wrapper अभी भी मेरे पास पड़े हैं. I've never thrown them. I feel like that's the kind of learning that I did get, is what the small things you do can really make a big impact on someone's life. So sometimes when you feel like I'm not doing enough, I'm not giving back enough, I'm not, मैं कुछ कर नहीं रही हूँ किसी के लिए, even if you do like small things, you never know, उसमें से एक will end up having some big impact in someone's life. So I think that is what I keep doing. I keep trying to do small things for somebody and do my best. That's the first learning I got from Salman sir. फिर I think movie करते करते I realized that the stature, I don't know. Okay, Salman sir was a huge star. Today Salman sir decides today I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work today. I've done enough. One day I'm taking off. He could easily do that. I sometimes feel like that. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning and have to go to the gym, I'm just like, आज नहीं होगा मुझसे. But then I feel like being at that stature and still pushing yourself to be better is just so inspiring for somebody who's just starting out. Because today if I feel like अरे मुझे नहीं करना, I'm just thinking, listen, if Salman sir, who has everything in the world and is still pushing himself, can do it, what are you? So it just inspires me so much when I see that. And then I feel like even on set, he just made me feel so comfortable, so easy, so nice. And I wish to be that presence in someone's life eventually soon, I hope. Someone that can be a calming energy. I feel like when Salman used to come on to set, I used to just, all these nerves that I used to have, I was like kind of calm down. And it was just so much learning from him, and so much love for him, and so much respect for him, and so much gratefulness.
Right. Who's your all-time favorite actor apart from Salman?
Apart from Salman sir, I think Ranbir Kapoor.
Okay. And say any of your favorite or all-time favorite films.
So many. Let me start with growing up. My favorite film was Andaaz Apna.
Mm-hmm.
I used to come back from school, watch that movie every day.
Yeah.
Then teenage years, it was Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. I still date watch it once in a month. Me and my mom and my sister sit down once a month and watch that film without fail. It's like a ritual in my house. We have to watch it. Otherwise, हम पागल हो जाएंगे. So, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani literally was my being. Like, मुझे चश्मा था school में, and I used to hate it. I used to not wear it. I used to be blind in it. I used to roam around. But जब मैंने फिल्म देखी, मैंने चश्मा पहनना शुरू कर दिया. I was like, no, I'm like Naina Talwar. So it was just a very big influence in my life, that film. Or I think in recent times, I have been obsessed with 12th Fail. It's a very different kind of film from films that I've liked, but I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. This is something that I would love to do, but I think everyone's done such a fabulous job, and it's so exciting to see movies like these get made and work and get recognition and love. It was just amazing.
What are the sort of actresses that inspire you from yesteryears?
Oh, so many. I think first and foremost, there's Rekha ji. I just love the way she speaks. I could hear her talk for ages and never get bored.
Yeah.
So I feel like her and Madhubala ji. I used to love in Acha Ji Main Haari. She used to lip sync in a very specific way, and I loved that way. Like I used to keep watching it, and I was like, how is she doing it? How is she doing it? So I used to keep copying that and trying to kind of get it. I was obsessed with her on screen, her persona. It was just so captivating, so alluring. So I feel like her, Wahida Rahman ji, Zeenat Aman ji, I just keep watching their songs and keep watching them on screen. They had this certain kind of spark about them on screen that you couldn't get your eyes off of them. Like your eyes were glued to them, and my mind don't move once they're on screen. So I feel like I try to keep watching it to see what they're doing or what they did or what I can do better to kind of get there, to kind of have someone who says I can't take my eyes off Saiee on screen. Um, so I think that those have been my favorite actresses in the years. And I have to say Kate Winslet also, because I have been obsessed with her performances, her innocence, her beauty for years. I'm just like very, very inspired by Kate Winslet. And yeah, these are my treasures.
Okay, and sorry, finally, अगर अगर आपके ambition को मैं जानना चाहूँ, कौन सी ऐसे performances हैं, कौन सी ऐसी फिल्में हैं which are dominated by women, जो आप उनका हिस्सा आप होना चाहेंगे, उससे हम अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं कि आप किस तरीके की ambition है आपकी.
Oh, ambition is very big, sir. मेरा ड्रीम है मुझे एक संजय लीला भंसाली जी की फिल्म करनी है in a woman-centric role, because I don't think anyone takes out better performances or makes someone look better. It's the best of both worlds, and I would give a right arm and a leg and a kidney to work with him.
Amazing. So, Asai, thank you very much. Lovely talking to you. And
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
for your journey so far. And I'm sure that you should keep the faith here. You have a very, very bright future. I can tell you that. And I wouldn't say that to a lot of other actors or actresses, but I'm very confident that just keep on going on the path that you are. I think you have a very, very bright future.
Thank you so much, sir.